Now we will do some examples, some simple examples. Okay, now the first example is, you can see, find the sines of the following. First part is sine 300. Okay, so what they have asked is this. What we have to do is find the sine. We don't have to find the value. We only have to find the value of the sine. Okay, so to find the sine, see, either you can do in your mind, okay, or you can just make a simple diagram and you can do it like the way I am showing you. Okay, so sine 300. First of all, you will look at the sign of the angle. This angle is positive or negative? It is positive. So which direction will you go in? You will go in anti-clockwise direction, starting from this axis. Okay, x, y. Okay, so you will go like this. Till here is how much? 90 degree. Then 180. Okay, am I right? Then 240. Okay, and 3, this till here is 360. So 300 will be somewhere here in between. Somewhere here in between you will get 300. So in third, this is which quadrant? First, second, third, fourth. This is the fourth quadrant. What is the value of sine in fourth quadrant? It is, I told you, the value of sine in fourth quadrant is negative. Only the positive value, that the function that has positive value is cos has positive value in fourth quadrant. Okay, sine will be negative. So we have asked sine 300, so it will be negative. So this is the answer. This is the sign of sine 300. Okay, I hope that is clear. Next case, let us see. Next is find the value of sine. Find the sine of cos 400. Cos 400. You will make just one rough diagram, okay, but you have to find that approximately when you make the diagram, in which quadrant will 400 degrees lie in. Okay, so let's see this. So you start from here. First of all, angle is positive or negative? Angle is positive. So you will go in which direction? You will go in anti-clockwise direction. So you will start from here. Okay, 90 degree, 180 degree, 240 degree, 360 degree complete. Okay, what they have asked us is 400. Okay, so 360 plus 90 is 450. So this right here, if you come here again, it will be 450 degrees, but the angle they have asked us is 400. So it will lie somewhere in between. So somewhere here in between will be 400 degrees. Okay, somewhere right here in between will be 400 degrees. Okay, so this is 400 degrees. Which quadrant is this 400 degrees lying in? Which quadrant is this? This is lying in first quadrant, and in first quadrant all functions are positive. So it will be positive. Okay, you can imagine this in your mind also. See, you can imagine rotating in your mind 90, 90, 99, 9 fours are 360. Okay, and this 400 is 40 more than 360. So 90 into 4 means 4 quadrant, because 90 into 4 times we have rotated by 90 degree, and plus 40 degree. So that means it will come back again into the first quadrant. So this is the answer, positive. Okay. Since you are beginners, I would suggest you make this diagram always. Okay, without diagram it will be difficult. Next part we will see now. Next is cot minus 206. Cot minus 206. Cot of minus 206. So first make the xy axis okay. Cot of minus 206 we have to find. Okay. So first thing that is most important is you will look at the sign of the angle. The sign of the angle here is negative. Okay. So in which direction will you rotate? You will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So this is very important thing when you are looking at the sign. So you will start from here. This is the initial ray. Which direction you will go? You will go in this or this? You will go in this. You will go in this direction. So from here to here is 90 degree. Okay. From here to here is 180 degree. Okay. And they have asked us the angle 206. So 206 lies between 180 and 270. It shall be somewhere here. I am not sure. Yes, exactly. It will be somewhere here. Okay. So this is what this angle is. How much? Minus 206. So which quadrant is this lying in? This is lying in the second quadrant. And in second quadrant, what is the value of cot? In second quadrant, cot is always negative. Cot, tan, except for sine and cosecant theta, all the functions are negative. All the functions are negative. Okay. I hope that is clear to you all. So what will be the value of cot? It will be negative. So this is the answer. Negative. Okay, I hope that is clear. I will rub this. Okay, next topic we will do is sign of different trigonometric functions in different quadrants. Okay, so this topic we have actually already done. We have done this. What we are going to do is we are going to find the value of different trigonometric functions. Earlier we found out the sign, yes. Now we are going to find the value, actual value of the trigonometric functions. Okay, so I will start with the reference questions given in your book only. The first value that I have found out is the value of 0 degree, angle of measure 0 degree. Okay, so you all already know the value, but still I am going to show you how this value came out in existence. Okay. Okay, so 0 degree. Again, first of all, you have to make a unit circle. Okay, first we have to find the value of 0 degree. So 0 degree means initial ray is also here. Okay, and the terminal ray is also in the same direction, because then only you will get an angle of 0 degree. So both initial and terminal ray are lying over here. Okay, so as you all know, you have only one component here, x. Okay, you don't have y, you don't have 0, you don't have any other, because y will be also 0. There is no y component. This is there will be no y component because this is only in x direction. Okay, and okay, so we will find different trigonometric functions. Sine theta. Sine theta is what? Base upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is the value of perpendicular here? The value of perpendicular, there is no perpendicular. Can you see any perpendicular here that I can drop? Because both are lying on the same direction, initial and terminal ray. So perpendicular will be 0. So sine theta is 0. Next is cos theta. Cos theta will be base upon hypotenuse. Okay, base is how much? X. And x is basically in this direction. And what is x? X is the radius. X is the basically radius. X is equal to 1. I told you because x is the unit circle, because this is a unit circle, so radius is x. So in this direction, this much distance will be also 1. Okay, so x is equal to 1. So base upon hypotenuse is equal to 1, and hypotenuse, that will be also 1 because hypotenuse you make like this. Okay, and that will be how much? 1. 1 is the radius of the circle. So cos of 0 will come out to be 1. Okay, and next one is tan of 0. So tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is how much? Perpendicular is how much? 0. Base is 1. 0 upon 1 is 0. So these are the values of sine, cos and tan in the first at the angle of 0 degrees. The rest of the values are simply the inverse.
Cosec 0.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you all must already know 1 upon 0 is what? Not defined. It is not defined. You will not write here 0. This is not defined. Okay. Okay, now we will do the next part. What is the next part? The next part is we will find the values of 90 degree. We will find all the values at 90 degree. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the values at 90 degree. Theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. This is x. Okay. Y is also 1. X is also 1. Okay, now we will find out the values. So first of all, this is the final angle. Okay, this here is the this here is the 90 degree angle, and this point here will be how much? This will be how much? 0, 1, because the x component here is 0 at this point. Okay, so the value of x is 0 and y is equal to 1. Okay, so what will be the values respectively? Sin 90 will be y upon 1. This will be equal to 1. Okay, cos 90 will be equal to x upon 1. That is equal to how much? 0. Okay, and last but not the least, tan 90 is equal to y upon x. Okay, tan 90 is equal to y upon x. Okay, and y upon x is how much? Y upon x is not defined. Okay, basically in these types of cases, you can see there is no triangle being formed here. So you must be thinking, oh, how I write y upon 1, x upon 1, y upon x, how I am writing this? Because you see, I had made a general case in the beginning when we were finding out the signs, that whenever there is a theta angle here, okay, radius, this is y comma x, radius is 1, okay, this here is y, and this right here was x. We did this before, I guess you must all be remembering that. Okay, so we find out the general values for sine, cos, tan earlier. Okay, we found out that sine theta is equal, sine theta will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. We find that out already. Okay, y upon 1, cos theta will be equal to base upon hypotenuse. If you look before, I in the video before, I already made this diagram. I am making again for your reference. Okay, and tan theta was y upon x. We already did this. So this is the same thing. I am just putting the values in this formula. I am just putting the values. Okay, so in this case y is equal to 1. You can see y is 1. Okay, in this case x is equal to 0, so 0, and tan theta is y upon x. So 1 upon 0 is not defined. Okay. So you can find the value of cosecant also. Cosecant is how much? 1. Secant 90. Secant 90 is how much? 1 upon 0. And cot 90 will be how much? Cot 90 will be how much? You can simply find out the value of cot 90. You know the value of cot 90 will be inverse of this. So it will be 0 upon 1. In other words, it will be 0. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So let's go and go ahead. Okay. This table, this one is very important. Yeah. Everything I am doing with the reference to this diagram only, the one I had drawn before also. Okay. Now let us go to the next part. Next part is angle of measure being 2 pi or 360 degrees. Okay. Okay, before I start this part, I told you the concept of coterminal angles, right? Okay, now I am going to make another statement. The values of trigonometric functions of coterminal angles is always the same. Okay, this is a fact. What I am trying to say is, this is a very important statement. Please write if you are having a notebook. values of trigonometric functions of coterminal angle is same. That is why we introduce the value of coterminal angle. Now I will show you one application of coterminal angle. Okay, so here we are talking about what angle we are talking about? 360 degrees. Okay, so 360 degree will start somewhere from here, initial ray, then you will go around and round. This is 180, this is 270, and this is 360. So your initial and terminal ray, they both are lying in same direction on the same x-axis. Okay, this was the 360 degree. Okay, what will be the coterminal angle of 360 degrees? It will be 0 degree. You remember 0 degree also had this, I made the diagram for 0 degree earlier. Zero degree was like this, yeah. Initial ray also same, terminal ray also same. So 0 and 360 degree are coterminal angles. So whatever the values we found out for 0 degree, they are applicable for 360 degree also. Okay, so this is the application of this property that I have written here. Okay, this property is very useful, like in case you have to find out the value of 315 degree. So what is the coterminal angle of 315 degree? It is 45 degree. So you can find out all the values of 45 degree instead of doing 315, because finding out the values of 315 degree will be difficult for you, and you know the values of 45 degree already, all the trigonometric functions you already remember. Okay, so that is why this is the application of the coterminal angle. So what all were the values for 0 degree will be the values for 360 degrees. Okay, so for 360 degrees I can write here sin 0 is equal to sin 360 is equal to how much? 0. Okay, cosecant and secant you can find on your own. It is just the inverse. The important thing here is the value of sin 0, sin 360, cos 0 to cos 360, tan 0, tan 360 will be same. Why? Because 0 and 360 degree are what? Coterminal angle. Okay, I hope that this concept is clear to you. Okay, so this was the value of trigonometric functions of 360 degree. Okay, 360 degree. Okay, now before I go further, I am going to make a table for your revision only, because we are going to use it. You have already seen this table in 10th standard also. I will make this table again. Okay, because I think you must have all forgotten the values. So I will do it for you again. These are all values you must already remember, but for few of you who don't remember, I am writing these values for you. Okay, just for your sake of convenience, because I am going to use these values later on. That's why I am saying this. Okay, that's why I am trying to tell you this. So sin 0 is how much? Sorry. Cos theta is what? Cos 0 is what? 1. Okay. Sin 0 is what? 0. Okay. Tan 0 is what? 0. Okay. Sin theta is what? Sorry, sin 30 is what? 1 by 2. Okay. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. Sin 90 is what? 1. Okay. Cos values are just exactly inverse. In inverse order you will write. So if here is 1, so you will write 0 here. Okay. Here it was root 3 by 2, so you will write root 3 by 2 here. Okay. Here it was 1 by root 2, you will write 1 by root 2 here. Here it was 1 by 2, you will write 1 by 2 here. And tan is just the division of these two values. So what comes out to be sin theta upon cos theta. So this is 1 by root 3, 1 root 3 and d. And d means not defined. So this table I have just made for you again, so that in case those of you who have forgotten, because we are going to use these values. These simple values you must remember always. These values should be in your mind at all the times. These values should be in your mind at all the times. Okay. So this table is important. Okay. Just write it somewhere. Just memorize it. Okay. And secant, cosecant and tan I have got you are just the inverse of these values. Okay. They are just the inverse of these values. So let's go forward. Now we have done already till 2 pi. Next is 2 pi by 3 or 120 degree. Okay, 2 pi by 3 or 120 degree. Okay, now one thing I wanted to make you remember is, in this case we are talking about which quadrant here? The second quadrant. Yes. So the general formula that we derived was here. Sine will be minus y by 1. Okay, sorry, sine will be positive, and cos and tan will be negative. Sine will be positive and cos and tan will be negative. Okay, so how to proceed in these cases? First we will make this 120 degree here somewhere. Okay, you made this. Now what you will do is find out the reference angle. You will find out the reference angle. Okay, see. So this will be the reference angle. I already told you definition of reference angle. It is the angle between terminal ray and the x-axis. So this is the reference angle. Here we will draw a perpendicular. Okay, this will be what? This will be y, and this will be x. This will be y and this will be x. Actually this will be what? Plus y, and this will be minus x. This will be minus x. Okay, so this is 120 degrees. This will be how much? This will be 60 degrees. Okay, so this is a triangle OAB. In this triangle, can you find out the values of OAO and AB? Can you find them out? You know this value. This is a unit circle, so this value will be 1. You already know that. So what will be the value of y and x? You can use trigonometry in AOB. You can use trigonometry. So AO upon OB will be equal to how much? AO upon OB will be equal to how much? It will be equal to cos 45. Okay, and AO will be equal to how much? AO will be equal to, for the time being I will not use the sign here because I will use the sign in the formula. So I am just writing it as x and I am writing this as y. Okay, I am assuming this to be a triangle and I am finding the value of x and y. We will include the sign later on. Okay, so AO comes out to be how much? AO is equal to OB into 1 by root 2. So OB is 1, so 1 by root 2. Okay, AO comes out to be 1 by root 2. Or you can, or in other words, this will be the value of x. This will be the value of x. Okay, I will include the negative sign later. Don't worry, it is negative. Okay, now next thing that you can do here is you have to find the value of y. So value of y will be AB upon OB is equal to sine 60 degree. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have written here 45. This will be 60 degrees. Sorry, this will be 60 degrees. Okay. So 60 degrees cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this will be 1 by 2, not root 3 by 2. Okay, this will be 1 by 2. Okay. Now AB upon OB will be sine 60. Okay, and AB will be 1 into root 3 by 2. So AB is y is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, so you got the value of x and y. Okay, but the important thing that we have to do here is now we have to find the value of trigonometric functions and they are given by this formula. Okay, now the important thing is that in second quadrant you know the value of x is negative. So in the formula you will use x as negative. So I have written cos theta as minus x by 1 and tan theta as minus y by x because x was negative. Because x was negative, so tan theta was also negative. And sin theta I have written as y by 1 because y is positive, so it will be positive. Okay, so you can find the values from here now. Sin 120 will be equal to C. Once you have found out the coterminal angle, the values that you find from this coterminal angle triangle will be equal to the values of this trigonometric function. Okay, so sin 120 will be how much? Y upon 1. So y is how much? Root 3 by 2 upon 1. So it is root 3 by 2. Okay, next is the value of cos. Cos 120 is how much? Minus x by 1. So x is 1 by 2. So in this direction it is negative. So I will write minus x. So I will write minus 1 by 2 upon 1. So it is minus 1 by 2. And last but not the least is tan. So it is tan 120. So tan 120 will be how much? Minus y by x, or you can simply divide sin 120 upon cos 120. So this comes out to be minus root 3. Minus root 3. Okay, so I did this for you all, but most of you must have found out this method to be quite complicated, yes? And it is quite complicated. You will find it very difficult. Like if there are many parts given to you, you will find it quite difficult. You should know this method, but I am going to show you an alternate method. Okay, that is very easy and it won't take so long to find the value of simple trigonometric functions. Okay, I will show you this method now. From now on we will do the questions by both the methods. The method I will show you and this method also. Okay, so that you can compare also which is easier. So the method that I am going to talk about is, it is quite simple. Okay, I will give the reasoning about behind this method later on because right now you don't know the graphs of trigonometric functions. Once you know the graphs of trigonometric function, you will understand the reasoning. But right now I will just show you the method. Okay, so we were asked the value of 120. So we had to find the value of sin 120. Okay. Now, how to proceed in the simpler method? So first of all, you will imagine in your mind it 120 to be a multiple of 90 plus if you add something. Okay, you will multiply, you will imagine 120 as a multiple of 90. आपको क्या इमेजिन कर रहे हैं कि इसको आप 90 के मल्टीपल की फॉर्म में कैसे लिख सकते हो, क्या लिख सकते हो इसे आप 90 के मल्टीपल की फॉर्म में इसे आप कैसे लिख सकते हो. ठीक है, तो मेरे माइंड में मेरे अभी ये आ रहा है कि मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ 120 इज इक्वल टू, मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ 90 इंटू 1, 90 इंटू 1 इज 90. ओके, प्लस 30 डिग्री लिख सकता हूँ मैं, ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ ना मैं 90 इंटू 1 प्लस 30 डिग्री, इट इज 120 है ना. आई कैन राइट दिस. सो अब आपने अपने माइंड में ये लिख लिया, अब आपने अपने माइंड में ये चीज लिख ली. अब इसको आप इमेजिन करो कि ये क्या है 90 इंटू, मैंने 1 क्यों लिखा, 1 का मतलब क्या इंडिकेट करता है, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट. अगर यहाँ पे अगर 2 लिखा होता मैंने तो मतलब सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट होता. तो आपको हमेशा मल्टीप्लिकेशन का साइन दिखाना है. ओके, बेसिकली अगर यहाँ पे मान लो मेरी बात, यहाँ पे अगर होता 2, अगर यहाँ पे होता 200 डिग्री, ठीक है, तो मैं कैसे लिखता, मैं इसको लिखता 90 इंटू 2 प्लस 20 डिग्री, ऐसे लिखता हूं. समझ रहे हो मेरी बात. मेरे को आई हैव टू राइट दिस 90 एज मल्टीपल ऑफ, I have to write the angle in form of multiple of 90 plus add something to that to make this angle. Do you understand what I am talking about? I will show some more examples. Like, how will you write 270? 270 को कैसे लिखोगे? You will write it in the form 90 की मल्टीपल में कौन सा आता है, 90 into 3 होता है 270. तो इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हो 90 into 3 लिख सकते हो ना, 90 into 3 270 होता है. ठीक है, या फिर है आपके पास 215 डिग्री, इसको कैसे लिखोगे, क्लोजेस्ट मल्टीपल कौन सा है, 90 into 2 180, 180 क्लोजेस्ट है. ठीक है, 180 में अगर आप क्या ऐड करोगे, कितना ऐड करोगे 45, तो आपको 250 मिल जाएगा. तो आप इसे ऐसे लिख दोगे, कैसे लिखोगे 90 into 2 प्लस 45 डिग्री. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. Okay. हाँ जी. Sorry, yes sir. So this one was 225. Okay, so 215. So this will be 35 degree. Okay, this will be 35 degree. 90 into 2 plus 35 is 215 degree. So this is how you will write in multiple form. Now we will go back to the question we were trying to solve. We are trying to find the value of sin 120. ठीक है, तो sin 120 को कैसे लिख सकते हो, 90 into 1 plus 30 डिग्री. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू विल इमेजिन कि ये किस क्वाड्रेंट के अंदर लाई कर रहा है. अपने माइंड में इमेजिन कर सकते हो कि 90 into 1 मतलब पहला क्वाड्रेंट, और फिर 30 डिग्री आगे चलेगा तो किस क्वाड्रेंट में घुस गए, दूसरे क्वाड्रेंट में घुस गए ना. दूसरे क्वाड्रेंट में आपका साइन क्या होता है, साइन का व्हाट इज द साइन ऑफ द साइन, इसका सिग्नेचर क्या होता है सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में, इट इज पॉजिटिव. साइन इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव इन सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट. तो इसके बाद नीचे लिखोगे आप ऐसे, अरे स्टेप बाय स्टेप लिखना है, यहाँ पॉजिटिव साइन लिख देना. ठीक है, उसके बाद लिखोगे साइन, उसके बाद कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, वेट करो अभी, इतना लिख लिया. उसके बाद अब देखो अंदर क्या था 90 into 1 plus 30 डिग्री. ओके, सो 90 into 1, ठीक है, 90 किससे मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, 1 से मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है. अगर 1 है, 1 क्या नंबर होता है, ऑड नंबर होता है. 1 इज व्हाट, ऑड नंबर. ठीक है, अगर ऑड नंबर हो ये मल्टीपल तो क्या होएगा, साइन किस में बन जाएगा, कॉस में बन जाएगा. अगर ये इवन होएगा तो साइन साइन ही रहेगा, अगर ये ऑड होएगा तो साइन क्या बन जाएगा, कॉस बन जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे लिख दो कॉस. ठीक है, अब आपने इसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया. इसका बेसिकली फंक्शन क्या है, 1 का डिसाइड करने के लिए कॉस में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है या साइन में हो रहा है. 1 था तो ये कॉस बन गया. ठीक है, अब इसको भूल जाओ. अब यहाँ पे जो एंगल बचा हुआ है सिर्फ उसको लिखना है. एंगल क्या था, 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, तो आपका आंसर क्या आएगा, प्लस cos 30 क्या होता है आपको पता ही है सबको, यू ऑल नो दैट, √3/2. बस इतना ही है. 3 लाइन में आपका क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो गया. एंड दिस मेथड इज, देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दिस मेथड. टीचर आपके नंबर नहीं काटेगी कि आपने इस मेथड से किए. ओके, ऐसा कोई स्पेसिफाई नहीं करते कि दिस मेथड से करो, उस मेथड से करो. ओके, बाकी वैल्यूज भी निकाल लेते हैं. cos 120। cos 120 क्या होएगा, cos 90 इंटू 1 प्लस 30 डिग्री, है ना, यही होगा ना। तो अब देखो 9, ये क्या है इधर, सबसे पहली बात ये क्या कहते हैं, किस क्वाड्रेंट के अंदर है, 90 90 मतलब 90 इंटू 1 मतलब फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट प्लस 30 डिग्री। सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में कॉस क्या होता है, नेगेटिव होता है। सो यहाँ पे एक साइन लगा दो माइनस का, यहाँ पे एक साइन लगा दो माइनस का, ओके। एंड यहाँ पे अच्छा, अब आपने साइन लगा दिया। अब ध्यान से इसको देखो, यहाँ पे मल्टीपल क्या है मेरा, 1 है। 1 क्या होता है, ऑड होता है। तो अगर ऑड होता है तो कॉस में किस में बन जाएगा, कॉस साइन में बन जाएगा। कॉस किस में बन जाएगा, साइन में बन जाएगा। तो यहाँ पे साइन आ गया, माइनस साइन, ठीक है। और एंगल कितना है, इसको भूल जाओ। अब एंगल कितना था, 30 डिग्री। तो यहाँ पे एंगल लिख दो। तो ये क्या हो गया, -1/2। देखो दोनों वैल्यूज मैच कर रही है, जो पहले निकाली थी हमने ट्राइंगल से सर्कल बना के, और इसमें दोनों में वैल्यूज मैच कर रही हैं, ठीक है। ये दोनों मिल गई तो आप tan निकाल सकते हो। tan कैसे निकालोगे, tan 120 क्या होएगा, y/x या फिर √3/2 अपॉन -1/2। तो ये क्या हो गया, -√3। ओके, आपको ये मिल गई वैल्यू, तो दोनों की मिल गई, आप सारी वैल्यूज निकाल सकते हो, कॉसिकेंट, सीकेंट, टैन, कॉट, जो भी है, ठीक है। तो आज के लिए आई थिंक इतना इनफ है। आगे हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में इससे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं, ठीक है। थैंक यू।